right now, which means we're going to start recording. Now, in the chat, can everybody see my screen? Put a 1 on the chat if you can see my screen. Want to make sure that everybody can see. At any point in time, if you cannot see my screen, please interrupt me immediately so I can stop sharing and reshare it to make sure that you guys can see what's going on. It is imperative that you see that what I'm doing. Okay? Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you your first piece tonight. Give me a second. There's something going on over here. I just saw something. Skip these. I'm going to give you your first actual visual tonight. Here we go. And I'm going to put it in the chat. We're going to go over that in about 30 seconds. Okay. So there's your first visual. I'm going to talk about it right now. So in the software, when you guys register for the Phenom software, this is going to be your homepage. And in your homepage over here, you're going to see your name. You're going to see your email address. I want everybody to remember this email address. This email address is also your username. So a lot of people forget their usernames. Well, I'm telling you right now. Remember the email address that you want. Take a screenshot of it. You'll never forget your email address. You'll never forget your username. And then a general attack. So now, if everybody looks in their chat right now, they have a visual. I put the visual up. I'm going to explain the visual right over here. What this is, a general attack, is going to be explained in this visual right here. What is a general attack? A general attack can be called a GA, a token, or a credit. What is it? It's currency. It's how you use American dollars to pay for the AI to generate your letters. So that's it. It's just a transfer of currency. Okay? So how do we transfer currency? We transfer currency via tokens. The tokens, GA, whatever. And we say, okay, I'm going to take that one thing. I want to generate one client's file for 1 month. So I'm going to swap my token for one generation. And that's exactly what happens. Now, what does that one token generate for that specific client? It's going to generate an unlimited amount of negative items, an unlimited amount of letters, an unlimited amount of pages. Okay? For that specific client. Let me break it down into numbers. One token, one client file, 100 negative items, 300 letters, 3,000 pages. Can the software do that? Absolutely. One token, this is another explanation. One token, one file, 10 negative items, 30 letters, 300 pages. Can the software do this? Yes. Software can generate one letter, can generate 1 million letters. It's all what the software can do. Just letting everybody know this. It's very, very, very powerful. That's why I made this. Visual explanation for everybody. I hope this helps. If somebody doesn't know what this is, they want more information, please come off of mute. If everybody understands what a general attack is, please do me a favor. Go to the chat and write a 1. If you don't understand what it is, do me a favor. Go to the chat and write a 2 so I know who to talk to. And while I do that, I'm going to fix the stream. Oh, there we go. Boom. Okay, Miss Shamika. Where are you lost? Come talk to me. Talk to me. Where are you lost? Mm-hmm. Opposite. Opposite. I got you. All right. One, I got it. 2, I don't got it. No. Hey, cool. I got it. As long as look, that's what makes this class go longer. Is I'm gonna stop to make sure that you get it. I don't want you leaving here with more questions than you came here with. That means we're not doing the right thing in teaching. Make sense? All right. Perfect. So I'm going to drop 2 communities. We got the Facebook community. I want everybody that's got a Facebook account to go join us. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Here we go. I'm going to pop this link in the chat. I want everybody in the chat right now to go to this Facebook community. I want you to join it. If you got Facebook. If you don't have Facebook, I don't, regardless. I want everybody in the chat right now, go join this. This guy Facebook. Then after that, because I'm watching it right now, I want everybody to go to this one. This is our Metro 2 community on school. If you got school, go join. There you go. Ray posted in there for you. I want you to go join those 2 communities. This is where we post what's going on. You got deletions, you got questions, you got something that's going on. You don't have to wait for class. You can type it in the chat. I manage both communities right now at this time, so I can go in and watch what's going on. And when I watch what's going on, I can answer your question immediately. Okay? Beautiful. Great, 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 great. Let's get people rocking and rolling with that. I'm going to start closing out some of these tabs so we get you guys. Okay, cool. What up, Big Kev? How you doing, bro? I wrote in the chat on Facebook just now. I didn't even see it. I don't check the Facebook chat when I come in. I'm only here. When I come in, I'm right here, but that's good. That's good. I'm glad. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that this is the best. Guys, there's no better place to be than here. My free score site is down. I was asking about the error message on my free score now. Well, I don't know about it, so we're going to find out tonight. Me and you, Jasmine, we're going to find out about 10 minutes when we get to that section. I'm going to see what happens. Actually, you know what? You just said it's down. Let's find out right now. What the hell's going on? Oh, yeah. Okay. Probably doing a server update or something. Yeah. Hey, Kev, you know why I say what I say in my community? That's why. Oh, they said it could take hours. Oh, that's great. That's great. Okay. They're going to put it. So anybody that want to do credit repair tonight, I'm going to work with you. I got you. Miss Jasmine, I'm gonna give you guys a different route tonight. Don't worry. We just make shit happen here. Okay? I got everybody. We're gonna if anybody wants to generate letters tonight, we're gonna get you generating the letters tonight. Okay? We're not gonna wait for that. That's not gonna slow us. That's not gonna slow us down. All right. Let's get into the next section over here. We got everything done. I'm gonna talk to you guys about the walkthroughs. This is considered a live walkthrough. This is a class walkthrough. A lot of people that are in here are getting their credit fixed. I want everybody to know the guy that I said hello to, he's a client of mine on multiple standings, and he's a very successful credit repair owner, and he's sitting in the same class as you. I want everybody to understand that. They keep coming back because they keep learning on what's coming. I want you to understand that, and that's the key. And you don't have to hear it from me. I'll let him talk at the end of class. I'll let him open up if he's still here. That's the key. We're going to keep it coming. We got to keep everything, keep learning, keep perfecting, because we can change every way that we go through while we're doing stuff. So I teach Monday and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Ms. Deborah teaches Thursdays and Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern and 11 a.m. on Saturdays. And that's it. Let's go to the next piece, the pricing section. Ladies and gentlemen, please do me a favor. Do not buy this iron package. This iron package for people who have been disputing. If you're brand new to this game, do not buy this iron package. Respectfully, I'm going to save you some money right now because people like math. People like truth. Here's the thing, right? Math don't lie. Numbers don't lie. Here's why numbers don't lie. The $97 package in the first 2 months, you're normally going to generate errors. And here's what the errors look like. 97 plus $40 for each error. You're going to generate 2 errors. That totals $177 in GAs for you to get rocking and rolling. So I want everybody to understand that. This package is going to cost you $177 just to generate your first round of letters. Well, this is $147, and this gives you 4 tokens. Well, if it gives you 4 tokens, ladies and gentlemen, what I want you to understand is that doesn't compare because we only had 3 over here. And that was $177. So now let's add another $40 to equal the 4 tokens, and that comes out to $217. Ladies and gentlemen, who likes spending more money on things when they know there's a cheaper option? Put a me in the chat. I hope this is a rhetorical question. I hope that everybody says, no, I don't like spending more money. Put a no in the chat if you don't like spending more money. Good. I'm glad. There's a bunch of people that don't like spending more money. Neither do I. So what I'd like to do is I like to break down numbers for you guys. For the first 2 months, I need you to use this package, this bronze package. Now, somebody told me the other day, hey, Ali, can I just buy the silver package at $197 and get the 8 and then have 8 and spend less money? I said, realistically, it comes out to about around the same price. But yes, you can do that. Regardless of however you want to do it, you can buy the 97 and get the 8 tokens. Why do I care about the 8 tokens? Because if you mess up 4 times, you still have 4 extra tokens that you have in the bank each month. The tokens roll over. You don't get any extra, nothing. You get those tokens. So if you come over here, you buy the silver package or a bronze package, whichever one you want, okay? 2 months on the bronze at least. Get those 8 tokens, utilize, understand how to dispute, do that stuff, have those extra in the bank. Then you cancel your bronze package and go to the iron package. And that's the best way to do it. I'm not telling you don't buy this package. Just get this one. It's better off the bat. Okay? Then after, go down. I'm not telling you not to go down. Just go down after. Does that make sense? So let me ask this question. Let me ask this question to everybody in here. If they had to choose tonight, what's the best package that they're choosing tonight? Money, no option. Now, if money is an option and 97 is all you can afford, get the $97 package. Join me 2 to 3 classes. If you join me 2 to 3 classes and you haven't got started, I'll give you a phone number to get in touch with my printing team. We'll help you walk through the software. We'll help you go through everything. We'll work with you, not against you. Okay? Okay. Let's roll. Okay, that's done. Any questions on pricing? No questions on pricing? Okay, let's move. I just finished pricing. Now I'm going to go to get credit report. Guys, focus on the get credit report section. Focus on this company over here, My Free Score Now. This time that I would tell you this is the one for the software. They give them the Epic Pro report and things like that. But who wants to do their disputes tonight? Put me in the chat if you want to do disputes tonight. Two people? Okay. This is what we're going to do with the 2 people that want to do, whatchamacallit, that want to do disputes tonight. Ray, give them a phone number there you go. Ray's got it. Do me a favor. Text link to Ray. Ray's going to send you a link right to your phone on that phone number on how to get, who I use for my company for, whatchamacallit, how to pull a report in. We'll work with you guys to get those disputes tonight. We want to get you locked in. We want to get you running and go from there. Give me 1 second. Okay. Beautiful. Now, let's get rocking and rolling. And I want to check. Make sure Ray's got the right link. Bear with me, guys. 1 second. It's just I don't want to give you guys the funding link. Yes, that's the perfect one, Ray. That's the right one. That's it. The other one is the funding link. Perfect. Don't forget me now. Yeah, you got to text that number. Everybody text that number. Text me. Anybody that wants to get everything rocking and rolling, text me to that chat and we'll get you rocking and rolling. We want to make sure that we I wasn't expecting My Free Score Now to be down. So I really can't show you guys that section, but we get you guys all set up until the time is right. Okay. But if you want to get disputes done tonight, I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Don't worry. I don't stop. So here's the key, right? Let's do this. I'm going to manage all profiles, right? I'm going to start generating your profile. So now after I do that, I'm going to go over here, manage all profiles. I'm going to click manage profile. It's going to bring up this screen and I'm going to click add a profile. Once I click add a profile, this is how we're going to change it. Ready, guys? I'm going to do this. I want everybody to understand. This is why I said to everybody, please, even if you're doing this as yourself, don't think that you are not a client. You got to set yourself up as a client, because if you set yourself up as a client, you will not make any bad mistakes. Ready? Here we go. I'm going to take out 2 business cards, and we're going to use those as IDs. Okay. Here we go. Got 2 business cards. And I got a bill. Okay. So I want to give everybody this idea. Here we go. Bill, everything's ready to rock and roll. We're good to rock and roll. Ready? Watch how this is how this works. Now, who's got a pen and paper? Who doesn't have a pen and paper? I'm going to give you 2 minutes if you don't got a pen and paper to go get a pen and paper. Put it ready in the chat if you got your pen and paper. There we go. There we go. There we go. Perfect. I got a bunch of readies. Anybody not ready? Anybody just dip out? There we go. Perfect. Perfect. I'll get one more ready. I'll get one more ready. Yes. Pen and paper. One more pen and paper. Let's get one more pen and paper. We got 2, 4, 5. Let's get 6. Let's make it an even number. Who's got 6? Who's the 6th one? I got a pen and paper. There we go. You work for me, Sky. Thank you, Mr. Allen. Beautiful. Ready. Let's go. So watch this, guys. With your pen and paper, this is what I want you guys to write down. Best document for first name, last name, and date of birth. So best document, first name, last name, date of birth, passport. Best document. Can also use driver's license and state ID. I'll pause for a second. Ms. Mitchell, I'm watching you write. Keep writing, sweetheart. Don't worry. I ain't going fast. Just look up at me when you good. I got you. That's why we love having cameras on. I can see who's doing it. I'm going to repeat that again. First name, last name, date of birth. Best document is the passport. I can also use a driver's license or a state ID. Those are also acceptable. But the best document is a passport. Highlight, do whatever it is to make you go, I get it. Understood. Thank you. Beautiful. All right, Ms. Mitchell, I got you. I see you. All right, ready? I'm going to show you how to fill it out. Now, in the first name box, first name, I'm going to write the first name. Oh, hold on. Let me click show. I'm going to write the first name and the middle name. Last name box, I'm going to write the last name and the suffix. DOB, I'm going to fill the DOB. Put the slashes when you're doing the DOB, ladies and gentlemen. Like this. Boom. Looks like this. Boom, 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 boom. So this was my driver's license. Okay? Or passport. Whatever you want. Best one would be passport. I'm going to take my DL and I'm going to put it to the side and I'm not going to look at it. Why? Because what happens is if we go in and look at everything on the driver's license, guess what? We're going to fill down all the rest of this data over here. And guess what? If it's not right, what's going to happen? We're not going to get any success with it. So now that's done, right? Next document, get ready, write this down. The Social Security box or Social Security number, SSN box, should be filled out with your Social Security card, SSC. SSN equals SSC. Ali, I don't have a Social Security card. Red flag. Do me a favor. Go get it. Ray dropped the link in the chat. Open up the link. Save it. Go get it. It's as easy as going into Google, type in replacement Social Security card. Takes 3 weeks. Got to answer a bunch of questions, and they send you a brand spanking new, beautiful, nice, pristine, pressed Social Security card. It's beautiful. Okay? Once I'm done with that, I fill out my Social Security number. Put the dashes, and I'm finished. Now, ladies and gentlemen, even if you're doing this for you, some people like to put their phone number, some people don't. Just put the phone number. Okay? Now, the last box. So the street name, street number and name, city, state, and zip code. I call it POA, proof of address. Proof of address, not power of attorney, proof of address, even though they both mean the same thing. Okay? I want you to put the best document is the first page of your bank statement. Best doc, first page of bank statement. Okay? After that, let's get rolling. Here's how we do things over here. This is the best way. When we pull up that bank statement, and I have that bank statement over here, okay? When I pull up that bank statement, I'm going to fill it out in its entirety. So mine is abbreviated over here. So just to give, this is a bill for something. Mine's abbreviated. Just to let you know, at the top over here, it's abbreviated. My address is abbreviated. Well, that's okay. We know it's going to be abbreviated, but we're going to fill this out. 8 Secor Road. Oh, that's my actual address. What is it? 8. What the hell? North West 12th Street. Gotta actually spell 12. 12th Street. Apartment 14C. North East Tower. Now, cool part about this is you see how we put 14C together? Is the bank statement the only doc you prefer to use? See, here's the thing. Yes, it is the only doc that I prefer to use. And here's the reason why. I know what you're going to ask me. You beat me to it. I skipped ahead a little bit, but you beat me to it. But here's the thing. Here's the reason why. Bureaus know that people aren't going to willingly give people over their bank statements. How many people would willingly hand me their bank statements right now? Don't know shit about me. Put me in the chat if you willingly hand me over a bank statement. No, exactly, Miss Mitchell. Yeah, say it right. Hell yeah. Ain't it? It's just normal. People are not going to willingly hand over a bank statement to somebody. So they know that it's going to lessen the thing of it being a credit repair company that are doing bank statements for, that they're handing out the first page of the bank statement. Right? So we know that. So if we know the best document that the credit bureau wants is the bank statement, that's what we're going to give them. Now here's the hack. Ready? You're not going to give your bank statement over for a bank that you have money going in and out of. But Miss Mitchell, let me rephrase the question to you because I saw your head going, heck no, I ain't giving that shit away. Ready? But would you give me a bank statement to an account you only had $10 in that doesn't get no money in and no money out from? Still no? Really? Really? Wow. So we teach over here. I tell everybody, go open up a separate account that has nothing to do with the system. I'm going to give it to you guys. So everybody that understand, open up a separate account. Have your clients open up a separate account. We'll give you the 2 links. One's called Chime. The other bank is called SoFi, right? You open up that separate bank account and you let the system run. Ray just dropped those links in the chat. When you let those systems run, what happens is now you're given a bank statement with no money in the account. It shows positive because you know what happens is we also get people that submit bank statements that are in the negative. Okay? Can't be in the negative either because you're just proving to the bank and to the bureau that you do have things that go into the negative. That's why I said open up an account, put $10 in it. You got nothing to worry about. Okay? Now, let's go to the next piece over here. City. Put the city that's on the bank statement. Don't ever put the city on anything else. State that's on the bank statement. And the zip code. You know why I teach you guys how to do it like this? I teach you guys how to do it like this because of one thing. I'm going to raise my hand for this because I'm one of them. How many people's ID doesn't match the current address that they live at? Put a me in the chat. Put a me in the chat. Let's go. Let me see all you. I'm going to raise my hand loud and clear. I'm here. I'm right here. I'm right here. Right? That's why we open up. That's why we do that and we don't look at the ID, because if the ID has the old address and they go to submit something at that old address, guess what? You ain't getting it. Guess what? If that is old address is where you opened up all your credit and did all the boo boos in, guess what? You ain't getting it removed. So game on. We know the game. We know the game. Ray, did you make that shirt that says I 850? I know the game. Go. I thought you did. I thought it was in the Instagram. Uh, go check. So when we come into this, when I explain this to you guys, that's the key. We know the game. We know what they're gonna do. So that's why I use the passport. Why the passport? Because guess what? The passport don't show your address. Why the proof of address of the bank statement? Because you're already receiving your bank statement at your house. People, the first thing they do is go to the bank and say, "Hey, I moved." You know how many people do that? Same thing with the insurance card. Now, Ali, I don't have a bank statement. A client refused to give me a bank statement. Utility bill is okay. Cable bill is okay. Cell phone bill is okay. We don't want to use it. So I don't give it to you because I don't want you using it, but it's okay. Now, I'm going to take a pause for about 30 seconds, depending on questions. Is there any questions on any of the information that I went over here? If there's no questions, put a no in the chat and I'm going to keep rolling. Yes, go for it. Mm-hmm. The one that they're living in at the very moment. The one they receive in mail in. So, for example, you and I both don't live in the same addresses that's on our ID. I put the address that I'm currently living in. So when it comes to me, it comes to my house. Because you know what you can utilize that comes in? You don't even need the bank statement. You know what you can utilize? The debit card that comes in off the top. You can utilize the thing from the debit card. That's the part of the game. So then we're going to take a little longer to get stuff removed. Good question. Nobody ever asked me that, but that's a very good question. Yes, it's going to take longer to get removed because now your address is valid, which means the first part of the first part of validation that they have to start is the address verification process. And if they start with the address verification process and it's valid, that's a lot of the things they're going to say is verified is based upon the address, based upon the name and the address, which is personal information. So very, very good question. Very good question. Now, I do have an answer to that if it's possible. If you live by yourself and we have relatives that we can put our information at, we can just move our information to our relatives. That's why we use the passport and a proof of address. Yeah. Gem dropped. I'm going to just walk away from that and I'll let you guys eat that however you guys want to eat that. I'm going to walk away. Okay? So if the client no longer lives where they have all their negative accounts, what if the client no longer lives? It gives you a better opportunity if you remove those negative, that address off of their account to be able to get stuff removed. Gives you a better chance. Yes. Cool. Why do you think I don't put anything where I'm currently living at? It's by design. I'm not stupid. This is where I'm going to switch my information to it. God forbid I screw up my credit. I'm going to switch all my information over here and say I never lived at the previous address. Because I never lived at the previous address, you have to remove anything that's with it. It's a game. Understand, you got to know how to play the game. I know how to play the game. Cool? Cool. All right. Uh-oh. Strategically. Yes, Mr. Brown. Yes, Mr. Brown. UPS box does not count. The UPS box store has a unit number and it says PPX on it. You need to go to a mailbox store and put a unit number and let the guy at the mailbox store know, oh my God, you should have been here Monday. I just went over this on Monday. On Monday when we did this, you go to a mailbox store because UPS store puts PPX. They put it as post office box, but outside of the post office. Okay. And when they put it outside of the post office, they'll know that. So that PBX shows up, they know it's a post office box. But if you go to the mailbox store and say, hey, look, I'm this address, right? Suite, whatever. And then you could say suite, whatever, and then unit, whatever inside, because people do that in shared spaces. You can have that. And you're going to tell them exactly that. Now, we were lucky when my wife and I were running the credit repair company and we had the mailbox store at the same time. She had her own store number. Try to find a mailbox store with their own store number. If they have their own store number, all you got to do is put the store number and unit, and they'll know when it comes in, and they'll put everything in your mailbox. Can't deny the unit. Y'all got two gems just dropped on you that not many other people ever talk about. It was game set up from long time ago that nobody ever uses because they don't realize how important personal information is. That's key right there. Kevin, did you hear about that one with the mailbox stores? I totally forgot about that one. You ready for you ready for this? I learned something new. I'm gonna give you something new right now in front of everybody with this piece right here. Instead of buying an office space inside of an office building because everything's a unit inside the office space, buy a storefront. Storefront has an individual address. So when you do the individual address, then you can go and purchase a post office box inside of your individual address. And now when you're doing credit repair, you can open up 100 post office boxes directly inside of your location and get mail indirectly in those office boxes. Storefront, post office boxes inside. When they walk in, you have your post office boxes. As a credit repair organization, there's no reason that you can't own a post office box. So you have those, and those are all units inside, unit 1 through 100. Now you have 100 credit repair clients that you can fix all their mail and get everything directly in your location. Oh, the game I give away for free is ridiculous. The game I give away for free is ridiculous. I stopped. You can tell this is why I'm retired. When I'm done with all of this, ladies and gentlemen, if we have no questions over here of anything that needs to be filled out, I skip all of this other stuff. As you guys saw before in the Facebook group and whatchamacallit group in the whatchamacallit, what the hell's the name of that group? School group. There's like over 20,000 people inside of here. So when you put your email address, I don't fill the rest of the stuff out because guess what? I'm going to have to go fill it out again if it's messed up. So at the end of the day, I just hit save. If the error pops up, all I have to do is fill out what the error is. So now watch. I'm going to hit save, but I don't have to hit it because I have everything squared away. So I come over here. You see Happy Traveler. Here's what it looks like. Ray, did you delete everything? Perfect. Great. So I'm going to leave this Epic Pro report for you guys because I can't pull it. So I'm going to show you guys how to pull the one that I told you guys to get. So watch this. So with all this information going on right here, this is what it looks like. This is how I filled out everything. This is what it looks like. Great. Now watch. My driver's license is going to go in this first box over here. Let me scroll down and get my driver's license or passport. There you go. My social security is going to go in this box right here. And then my last but not least, my bank statement. And here's my bank statement. All done. So now I click save. I go back in and I click Happy Traveler. Guess what? All my documents are uploaded. That's it. Now, because my free score now is not working tonight, I'm going to show you guys how to do my score IQ. Here we go. So for the ones that went and got my score IQ, I'm going to do a live with you. Here we go. My score IQ. I'm going to log in. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is my own account, so I'm not logging in on somebody else's like I normally do in my free score now. This is my own stuff, so I'm showing you my own stuff. Now, come over here to view most recent report. When you do view most recent report, you're going to click download this report. It's going to pop up over here. You're just going to click open it. It's going to come in over here. So again, download this report. It's going to pop up in your download section. You're going to open it. It's going to pop up over here. Click view page source. And then it's going to bring you here. Now, when it brings you here, for all the computer savvy people, for the non-computer savvy people, for the Apple users, Command A. For the whatchamacallit, for the Windows users, Control A. That's going to select all. Then, just to keep everything easy, right click copy and come over here to Phenom. As I click add report, I'm going to say my score IQ report date, and I'm just going to paste it in here. I know I went a little bit fast, but how many people did I lose? How many people didn't I lose? Somebody needs me to run it again. Say run it again. It's not hard. It's just tedious. I'm good. Wow. Okay. Shit. Anybody need me to run it again? Run it. Beautiful. Watch this. So when we go to my free score now, my score IQ, you get the report. You see it says download this report. You're going to click download this report. After you click download this report, it's going to come over here and it's going to open it up into the HTML. You're going to right click, view page source. When you click view page source, it's going to open this up. This is the actual back end of the system. You're just going to hit Control A or Command A if you're on a Mac, and then right click, copy, go into the software and hit paste. Done. Now, to find it in the software, just to give you guys one more time, I'm in the software right now. I uploaded my documents. Underneath it says profile report section. It says add report. I'm gonna click that plus sign, my score IQ, and hit paste. If anybody wants to know why I use my score IQ and not my free score now, there is a reason. I only like to use the FICO score and what the bank uses. So when I actually when I'm actually doing credit repair, I'm showing the client actual bank data. So when they see it, they can see if they're truly qualified for the bank when they're running their credit repair. Does that make sense to everybody in here? Before they ask me a question that they did that of why I'm using one over the other. Here we go. Perfect. All right. Are we good? Do I need to run it one more time? Perfect. Process HTML and save the report. Now I'm done. Perfect. Now I'm done. Now when I go back, hold on. It worked. Okay. So now I'm going to go back to manage all users, manage profile, click on happy traveler, and at the bottom, there's the MSIQ report. Done. There's the MSIQ report. We're all completed. And as you can see, it says 62306. What instance would people prefer my free score now over IDIQ? So when people teach this software and they teach certain things, I don't prefer it in any which way, shape, and form. Because I've been in funding for such a long time, I prefer the FICO score report over that. Now, some people prefer payouts. I'm not about payouts. As a partner, they give you a better payout, but for me, I don't see a need for the Vantage. Identity IQ has their own Vantage score. I don't see a need for that when I'm not prepared. If you're not preparing a client for funding and you're just preparing them to get their credit repaired, then be my guest. You can use Vantage. But if you're focused on actually taking somebody to, I see. Here's the thing. Dion and I differ because we're in two different worlds. I'm in the funding world. I'm not in the credit repair world. For the credit repair world, I told you, my free score now is good. I'm not in the score is here. I can't even show it to you. Like, this is, so if I go to Experian right now and go pull my score, like, just to give you an idea, this is my actual score. Like, this is what my score is, FICO across 3 bureaus. This is my actual credit score. So I know, like, this is when I go to the bank, I'm seeing the same thing. I'm not seeing anything different. But when you pull a My Free Score Now account score, you're going to see 3 completely different numbers based off a completely different scoring model. I am not discrediting Dion because Dion teaches credit repair. I do funding. I actually do funding. So because I actually do funding, that's why I made sure that Ray had the right link for you guys so we can go into now. Realistically, a credit the actual data is the same. What's on the report is the same. It's the scoring model itself. That's the key. The scoring model itself changes. And because the scoring model itself changes, I want to go with what the bank is looking at, not what the other people are looking at. Nobody looks at a Vantage score. Nobody looks at a Vantage score. They only look at a FICO score. And because they look at a FICO score, I go with what they're looking at. Does that make sense, Jasmine? I personally, I even when I got started in the industry, I'll be honest with you, I always liked Identity IQ. I have a long-standing relationship with Identity IQ for years. And when I mean years, I mean years. Like, I still get paid on a client that I have that hasn't been with me in 15 years. They still keep paying me. I get a thing in my account. So that being done, does anybody have any questions? I'm glad. If anybody has any questions on that, just hold it off to the end. I can answer it more in detail. For me personally, I'll give you the truth of why I use it, and I think I did over here, and I'll show you why. While other people just use it for credit repair. I'm not just credit repair. And if you don't plan on being credit repair, use proper tools. If you plan on going into funding, you plan on investing in certain different things, you want to have the proper thing. A lot of banks are pulling FICO. So why are we pulling something that's not FICO? Why would we pull something that's not FICO? That's my answer. When people say that to me, they're like, yo, I'm like, I'll debate anybody any day. Tell me a bank that pulls Vantage. You want to know something? Fuck that noise. What bank pulls, because I don't know of any, pulls a Vantage credit score? Let's see. No. Bank, not pulls. One bank, not pulls. What bank uses a Vantage for underwriting their files? Three, okay. Rocket Mortgages, 30 Top Mortgages, Synchrony Bank, and Regions. These are all small banks. So that's the key. I like to always go in detail. I like to make sure that I'm not incorrect in what I'm giving you. I didn't know that Regions pulls it, but Regions is Truist now, and I think that Truist actually pulls FICO. So that's the key. So yeah, we want to make sure. All right, we're done here. Any questions over here? Before I move on. Very good question, Jasmine. Very, very good question. So good that you threw me off my game. Very, very good question. Anybody? No, 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 no. That's I'm praising you. No, you don't have to be sorry. That's I like getting thrown off my game. It's been a while. But any questions before we move forward? Because we're done. We did the hardest part. Now it's time to learn how to attack a file. Good? Good? Okay, let's go. All right. So now, after I click save over here, the client's files uploaded, everything's good. We're going to go down to send rounds of attack. So now, before in the start of class, I told everybody the software can generate 300 letters. Just want to show you guys 324 letters. This is all the same file. All the same negative items. It could generate 6. It could generate 324. So I'm showing you guys what we generated. So to get to that, that's called your historical attack area. You click on the file over here and you get to rock and roll. Okay. Now, go to the attack area. When I go to the attack area, this is where I'm going to select my client, which we're going to do Carol. And now here, ready? Don't blink. Maximum effective focus. If you don't want to print your stuff out, you want me to handle it for you. You click the Ali Batty team. You put 2 codes, Dion Love or TPMPA. Click generate. You're done. That's the AI doing it for you. That's the AI doing it for you. That's the best way that we do it. Okay. Now, personally, I do not like letting the AI pick what it's going to pick and choose. I like having a little more say in what we're going to do. I'd rather pick the AI, know what's going on, and how we do it. So let's go down over here. We're going to click do it yourself. I'm going to turn you guys into power users. I'm going to click everything the same way, but I'm going to click generate. When I click generate, it's going to bring me to this AI screen. This is where we select the AIs. See this? Work to execute. This is our AI. MPEP. So no, we got to do MPEC. Tonight is MPEC. Reason I'm giving you guys why I had to remember what I was doing. Ray, keep track of that. Okay. Monday night I taught MPEC. MPEP. Tonight I taught MP. I'm gonna teach MPEC. Why? These are the 2 most aggressive attacks, and Ray put a visualization inside of the software, inside of the chat for you guys. I'm going to see if I can find it on my screen so I can open it up for you guys so you guys can see it. Here we go. Okay, so here's the visualization. Okay, so now because we know that this 2 were the most aggressive attacks, I have to, since I've been teaching class, I go back and forth between this. Why? I don't want anybody having an unfair advantage. What I mean is if I keep telling everybody go MPEP, eOscar system picks up on it. But if I keep switching you guys up, MPEC, MPEP, and we keep rotating every class, guess what happens? You guys, when you send out your letters, you're not going to send them out the same way with every client. So what happens is now you give you guys a better opportunity to succeed and get deletions. So just tonight, MPEC is the one that we're picking. Monday night, I did MPEP. So just know that they're both interchangeable. Okay? So MPEC, and then we're going to go Opulence 1. Guys, this is how easy it is. If you want, or not if you want, if you have a client that's financially challenged, I want you to watch this. Check all in blue. Hit 6. Default. Right, take a screenshot of this and then save it. I want this every week. Please. When I see it pop up, we'll make a move. Perfect. Okay. So this is for financially challenged. If we want to go more aggressive, it's going to cost more money, but we're going to change it to this way. What's the difference? I know what's coming. Blue means I'm going to take everything, every negative item, and I'm going to shove it in one letter or one envelope. And try to shove all the negative items into one place. While green says every negative item is going to be separated into their own categoried envelope. So personal information is going to go out in an envelope. Public records going to go out in an envelope. Inquiry is going to go out in an envelope. Student loans, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's going to go out in its own envelope. What happens is, if the Bureau stalls a letter, they're not going to stall 26 letters. They're going to stall one letter. They got to start the investigation on the other ones. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? That's why we send everything in green. Make sense? So now, I'm just going to move this from 6 to unlimited. Ray, this is, oh, you don't have to take a screenshot of this. And what's going to happen is, this is how we go through this first piece, and we hit next. So now what the software is doing is reading the credit report. It's popping up. This is a great thing. What this is doing is telling us, hey, look, the creditors that you have here, and I gotta take a screenshot of this real quick. Apologize. Ray, that's got to be redesigned. Sending that to you. Yes, Ray, that's the shirt. The creditors over here don't have addresses, just letting you know, so we're going to have to pick out the addresses, okay? Well, we don't have to pick out the addresses because we don't care about the creditors. Reason we don't care about the creditors and sending the creditors information is because 90% of accreditor letters come back as the address doesn't exist because they never updated with the Bureau. So, at the end of the day, we don't want to send them out to there. So, now watch this. I'm going to show you guys how to find all your items immediately. Credit report has red. What I'm going to do is just simply click include all 3 bureaus. And now I'm going to come down over here to this little orange screen, orange circle, and I'm going to get that, and that's going to pop up. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys think is a positive account? What color circle is a positive account? Write it in the chat. Good job. Good job, Shamika. It's perfect. So what we do is, see this box that says high positive accounts? We're going to do that. We're going to make all those positive disappear. So now everything that's here is negative. And because everything that's here is negative, I'll show you guys what to do. So watch. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to come over on 1, and I'm going to click that, and it's going to hover over it. And now when I do that, okay, Ray did something amazing for you guys. He dropped in the cheat sheet. So now you can download the cheat sheet, or you can go to the website. I have the website up already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the website up. I'm going to do like this, and I'm going to pull this up, and I'm going to click 1 again, bring it to the top. And now here's how we go. Very simple. Follow it, and you'll never mess this up. I don't care what's flashing. I'm not highlighting anything. I don't care about any of this stuff. What we're going to do is we're going to make this easy. We're going to follow it exactly like this. Number 1 over here is a dark purple. I'm literally going to go over here, and I'm going to look for a dark purple. That's a light purple. That's a darker purple. Don't match. Oh, that's a dark purple. That matches, right? They're the same color? Yep. Okay, good. I'm going to check over here. Personal information. All right. So I got to hit PI, personal information. Let's go over here. Type of reported issue. Type of reported issue. Personal identifier information. Guess what? That's what it is. Attack it. That's it. Was that hard, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to make y'all do it alone if I don't get responses. Ready? Let's do the next one. Let's do the next one. Let's try the next one. Good. Ready? I'm going to click number 5, and I'm going to hover over it. Do the same thing. I guarantee you guys can do it yourselves. What's number 5? Give me the abbreviation. What color is it? and then go on the cheat sheet, find the color, and then go type of reported issues and check it. Give me the abbreviation. What is the abbreviation of number 5? Ms. Brown, you got the PR portion wrong. You're supposed to put IQ, but you did a great job. Just so ladies and gentlemen, you could just put IQ or INQ. Doesn't make a difference. It's either or. Some people used to put IQ. Some people used to put INQ. Just like the same thing, public records, pub, or public records, PR, is all the same thing. So you guys have whatever you want to use, but put that. So the ones that, Ms. Denise, you got it right. I think you just got confused with the PR part, but you did fantastic. Good job. Good job, guys. Good job. You did a great job. So now we know that there's an inquiry. Number 5 is done. Guys, I want everybody to understand that everything in this brown color that was matched with 5 is an inquiry. I don't have to go back and read it. I'll just move on to the next thing. So now I'm going to click 25, but I'm going to hover over 26. Do the same thing for 26. Give me the abbreviation. Follow it. Go 25, go to the cheat sheet, go to the type of reported issue, make sure everything matches. Great job, Jasmine. Great job, Jasmine. That was fast. Atta girl. Nope, you got it right the first time. Don't put that. That the software is meant to throw you off, but you did a great job, AOCC. That's all I needed. Alana, good job. That's the key. Is anybody lost right now? Is anybody not getting how we get this with the cheat sheet? You could put a meet in the chat. I'm okay with it. I had one person that was staying in class with me, and he didn't understand how to do this. This is why we made this actual cheat sheet. I had to go through. We spent 45 minutes together in the middle of class with everybody here going over each of this. So if you're that person that does not understand what I'm doing, please tell me you don't understand. I'm not going to go forward if you don't understand. I don't want you leaving here with questions. Okay. Good. So now we're going to go AOCC. We matched it perfectly. Charge off. And the reason that I said don't worry about this is because this charge off, there's only a medical collection and a student loan charge off. So it's not medical and it's not a student loan. So it must be all other charge off and collection. So that's how that works. Now, watch this. Ready? Last one. The last one, we go clockwise. Reason being is the color is incorrect because the color that is showing you is 27 is the last one, and this software is orange. It's always going to be orange. So what we're going to do is we're going to go type of reported issue is going to be all other delinquency lates 1-2. So I'm going to look for that. All other charge off, no. All other derogatory, no. All other delinquency lates 1-2 is at the bottom. Done. That's it. Now it matches perfectly. Nope, not ML. AOC, AODL 1-2. And that's it. That's it. That's how easy it is. That's how easy it is. Did I lose anybody? Nope. Okay. Ready? Watch this. I make the screen bigger. I come down. This was number 27. I come down over here. I double check all the identification, make sure everything's right. As soon as I check all the identifications, make sure everything's right, I go to the top. When I scroll to the top, I go to client reported, client info. I double check the clients, all the information looks good. I come here, I shut it off. I turn it back on. I click my attack number again, which is Opulence 1. And now I just pick up that screen from where we were at. Which one am I on? I think it's this one. Okay, perfect. Yep. I pick that screen from where it was at. I come over here. I'm going to click check all in red. And now I'm going to say personal identifier and inquiries. I literally can match it up. Personal identifier and inquiries. They're both in the same box. Boom, boom. Okay, come back, do it again. AOCC. So look, I look down. There's 2 boxes in between. 2. Okay, 1, 2, and there's AOCC. And do one last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes, and that's the 6th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. Here's the 6th. Perfect. I click that. Account. How many green check marks do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now I put 4. Okay, put 4. Then, yo, Ray, why am I getting an email right now for class starts in 30 minutes? I think you need to go check your automations. That's what I'm kind of trying to tell you right now. Count your things. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many credit bureaus are there? 3. 4 times 3 is 12. So what I do is 12. I'll come over here in this first box. I look for 12. I don't see 12. Put 15. Default. Then I hit next. I click OK and generate. I'm done. I'm done. Wow, shit, an hour on the nose, 60 minutes. Questions, ladies and gentlemen? So the reason that this is, I don't teach advanced tactics anymore, but I used to teach advanced tactics. And in advanced tactics, what happens was, if you go in advanced tactics, I'll just give you an idea of it. This number doesn't make a difference. I can literally click all of these boxes, put unlimited over here. This is the box that makes all the difference. So when we put default, this is still going to generate the same amount of letters. It doesn't make a difference because this is the box that's dictating to this box how many letters are going to get generated. What we do is we teach you guys to count. But realistically, there is no need to count because this doesn't mean anything to me. Everything matters about how many negative items goes into the letters. And that's the key. So just to give you guys advanced tactics without giving you advanced tactics, this is the main box over here. Make sense? Cool? Everybody want to see the letter? Let me show you a letter. Here we go. Show you one letter, and that's what it looks like. This one letter is 25 pages, guys, just to let everybody know. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Let's actually generate a letter. So I'm going to do the advanced tactics one. This is going to be fine. I'm going to do this. I want to do I'm going to do happy. I'm going to do it yourself. I'm not going to, I'm just going to let it rock because I'm going to show you guys I don't need the team going after it. I'm going to do MPEC. I'm going to go like this, opulence 1. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to check all. I'm going to do unlimited. I'm going to do default. Let's see how many letters we generate. Okay. All right, let's hide positive items. Here we go. We got 10 negative items and personal information. Okay, so we got PI and inquiries. Let's do PI and inquiries. Opulence off, opulence on. 1. PI inquiries. We got 2. That's 2 times 3 is 6. Then we're going to go default. But what I'm going to do is, I told you guys, don't worry. I'm going to put unlimited. I'm going to hit next. Leave it include all 3 bureaus. I'm going to generate the letter. Let's see what it looks like, so you guys can see it actually working. Okay, here we go. Let's look at Happy Traveler. 6 letters generated perfectly. Here's what it looks like. And you can see this is the difference in the credit report. There's the documents. All done. I'm completed. My Q&A section is done. No, my actual software section is done, but Q&A is live. You guys can ask me whatever you want, however you want it. But the credit repair, being simple, the credit repair is good. Y'all can come off mute, ask questions. How do you do credit repair when the credit report is identity theft? Perfect. Very good answer. So first off, it's not identity theft until they have a police report. Do they have a police report? Yes. Beautiful. Does the police report name the accounts that were opened in the identity theft? Beautiful. So you don't do credit repair. What you do is you create an FTC report because there's actual fraud. Create an FTC report, submit that to the Bureau with the copy of the police report, and then call the Bureau. You'll have it removed in 24 hours. When you have true fraud and everything is correct, then you need to follow the fraudulent steps. Credit repair like this is to remove inaccurate items that you know you have done. Guess what? People in this room have bad credit because of an immense amount of reasons. I'm not going to get into the reasons, but an immense amount of reasons. But at the end of the day, all of us at one point in time have bad credit because we did not pay our bills. And we can all sit here and say, okay, yeah, that's the truth. Yes, we did it. But somebody that has actual fraud gets to skip the line. And that's how you skip the line. So what do you do when you have items that are hard to remove? You keep attacking. Credit repair is not meant to be easy. It's a process. And for anybody that tells you that that they don't, that's the key. You're supposed to keep attacking until it removes because you did it. That's the thing. So now you keep telling the Bureau, this is not reported right. This is not done right. Okay? Here's the only other thing that I sit down, Kevin will back me up on this. He'll say it. There's a bunch of stuff that you can go through. You could write US 15. You could do all these other different things. FCRA, you could do. You shouldn't be doing one method. You should never be doing one method. You should be doing multiple methods. But what do we do? What do we use when some letters are returned due to wrong addresses? If they were due return to wrong addresses, you send out a creditor letter. Put them in the right address and send them back out. But if they're a creditor letter, you don't send them out. That's what I said before. A lot of people, so I've been doing this so long, I stopped sending out creditor letters after my third or fourth client got a return to address letter, and the client's calling me, cursing me out. I stopped sending out creditor letters. I was like, I'm not sending that shit out. I refuse to. They're like, but who are you to choose what the software? I'm like, here's the difference. The software is not going to get yelled at. You're going to keep paying the software. The software is a software. I'm not the software. I'm a human being. I understand that the definition of insanity is to keep doing something the same way and hoping for a different result. If they say that address doesn't exist, hey, guess what? The address doesn't exist. There's no P.O. box there that magically is going to appear in a week and a half from now that's going to magically open. That's what happened. They changed the P.O. box purposefully because they were getting too many damn letters because people know the creditor game. So you gotta shift your method and shift your way with that. I only send to the bureau. I send to the secondary sometimes, but sometimes you can freeze the secondary. Ollie, should I freeze the secondary? If it works, yes. Go for it. What the hell do you have to lose? Right now, you still have bad credit. So if you freeze it and, hey, miraculously you get shit deleted, good. It worked. Do it again. Hey, it didn't work. Well, you're back right where you started. Do your next round. Everybody's looking for the magic pill. Look, I had a whole conversation with my doctor today about weight loss. My doctor gave it to me so straight today. It's about time that somebody talks to somebody real. It's straight. She turned around and said to me, she was like, look, there is no magic pill to lose weight. Yes, it'll help you do certain things, but it comes with complications. It's the same thing with all these people that are doing 30, 60, 90-day removals and deletions and things like that. If they're committing fraud, guess who's committing fraud? You're committing fraud. Not them. It's not their account. They may have sent it out on your behalf, but they committed fraud on your behalf. You allowed them to. In their contract, it usually states that if you signed a contract with them, that you can't be held liable for whatever comes back from the Bureau. Is there a special target? I just showed you all the techniques. I use the software exactly how I just showed it to you. There is no special technique that I do. There's nothing special that I do upside down, inside out, roundabout, nothing. No. There's people, like I said, there's different methods. The method that I taught you is the best way to use the software and the best reach of the software. Other methods, whole different game. Okay, now let's see. Oh, I'm straight. Look, I'm New Yorker. I don't got time for bullshit. I don't got time for bullshit. People, that's why people keep coming to this class, because I don't give it to you sugar coated. I don't tell you, well, it'll get removed and after 90 days, it's going to get removed in another. No, it's going to get removed if you keep going. I also tell people, learn how to utilize the software when it needs to become cheaper, because what happens is when it becomes cheap, if you get into financial troubles, don't stop attacking, because you could be one round away from actually getting everything removed. But if you stop attacking, you got to start back at round one. So what happens when you start back at round one? You need to get to that same point. So what happens if you keep getting to that same point every 6 months and keep having financial troubles? Well, you just wasted a year getting to the same point. Where at the 7th month, instead of sending out the $100 letter or the $200 worth of letters, okay, the $200 worth of letters, where are you at? Where are you at? Now you just send out the $50 letter and say, okay, even if you get nothing deleted, it's consistency. Yep, Kev, it's consistency all day long. Hold on. What do you do when you have items that are hard to remove? Okay, we got that. If you have a bankruptcy, can the credit reporting agencies report the BK individual accounts that are included on the bankruptcy? Yes, they can report it, but you have to be able to remove them, Ms. Brenda, and prove that there was a bankruptcy. But the key is you remove the bankruptcy by utilizing the software, sending them to the, so you send a letter to the bankruptcy court, get the thing that they were never supposed to report it, then send it to the bureau. But here's the thing, it's not sending it to the bureau, it's sending it to the secondaries, removing it from the secondaries, because the secondaries verify it with the bureau. So when you remove it from the secondaries, then the primaries get it removed. Then you can go after the other accounts, because guess what? They're no longer verifiable, because the bankruptcy has gone off of your account. Remember, everything has to tie back to verification. If there's no bankruptcy, they can't verify those accounts, they got to remove it. Can't say Chapter 11 on the account, but there's no Chapter 11 on your account. Make sense? And Ms. Brenda, when you're talking to your client, always tell your client that they are supposed to remove the bankruptcies from the credit report when the bankruptcy is done. It's not supposed to show up because it's in bankruptcy. It's been charged off with the BK. So the bankruptcy is the proof that those have been removed. So now you're double reporting a bankruptcy. Girl, I know what you was asking. You were just wait. You was just waiting for me to drop the sauce to make sure I could drop it. I got you. Yep. Okay, consistency. Yeah, no problem. Every Monday and Wednesday, I'm here. Every Monday and Wednesday, I'm here. I'm gonna be here every Monday and Wednesday. There's big shit coming for you guys. I want everybody to understand. There's a lot of things coming, and anybody that gets locked in, they get. So I'll talk to everybody about my printing services. So when you guys are over here and you're selecting a client, and you see here, this is me. This is my actual team. That's my actual name. So this is my team. You have some of my team members on the call right now that are working with you guys. They will go and handle your printing items if you guys need to send them out and don't want to. Go to the bank, not the bank, go to the post office, mail, wait, do all that stuff. We handle all that stuff in house. So, what I want you guys to understand is the difference with us is you get my years of experience that I dumped into these kids to teach you, not to teach you, to go over your files and make sure that you're capable of getting everything that you need and having them go out correctly. On Monday, we discovered that somebody did something incorrect on my team. I gave the guy a discount for it. But we're definitely going through all this stuff, okay, and going through each of this piece and letting you guys understand, like, they come in, they come to training just like you guys. They have to learn, they have to be consistent, because if they're not consistent, they don't stay up on it, they're gonna get the wrong information. They're gonna give you guys the wrong information. So we stay up on it. I heard this line today, and I'm gonna say this line to you guys. I'm the Rolls Royce of this company right now, and the way that I do my printing, because of the way that I handle stuff for you guys. Um, so I am a little more expensive, but my expense comes warranted with how I take care of you guys. And as you can see, I'm the one who's teaching you too. There's a reason, because exactly like I keep it straight and I keep it real. I'm going to tell you guys something. There's something different about us too. If you make an error on your report, I'm not going to fix it for you. I'm going to send you back into the software, and I'm going to make you regenerate a letter. It's going to cost you $40. So if you have that iron package, you best to go get that bronze package. That's why I told you that at the beginning. Don't get the crap package, get the right package, because if you make a mistake, I'm gonna make you go regenerate, because we don't know where in the letter that does that mistake metastasize. I can control F it all day long, but if I miss one thing, guess what? It throws that whole letter off, and it throws that whole letter into the garbage. And guess what? I'm not being responsible for that. Once it looks good, everything looks good. We rock and roll, and we get everything the way it needs to be. Any other questions, guys? SWIA had a lot of questions. Let's go. Keep them coming. Don't leave until I tell you guys to. And the reason I say that, you may have somebody come up with a fire ass question that you didn't want to miss. So that's why I say as soon as when I close out the class, that's when you when I tell everybody, okay, it's good to leave, that's when you should leave, because just in case somebody asks a question that goes crazy, that could set me on another tangent for another 2-3 hours. Um, so I'm just over here trying to give you guys the best that I can. Yes. Mm-hmm. Because the first one's garbage. Why would I send you? Why would I tell you to pick garbage? No, so I want, so when I come for you guys, when I teach you guys how to do something, um the reason I teach you guys to do it is because I don't want you guys to and I don't mean that as garbage. Let me let me restate rephrase my sentence. Okay? It's the least effective one. And because it's the least effective one, so I'll give you exactly what it looks like. Yes. Some people don't. So you just read it, right? Some people don't read it. They just click it. So you know how many people I get in, and then after 4 months of clicking this one and getting that, why haven't I got a deletion yet? Well, you're using the baby one. Why are you using the baby one and not using the big boy one? You see? So yeah, you can ask questions all day long. That's why I answer them all day long. I got no problems. I told you I don't run away from nobody. I love what I do. Oh, so what Ray was telling you, I started a store, guys. Check this out. Ray, give me the link to the store. Send it to me on Slack. I started a store. I got an apparel store. I opened up an apparel store for my brand. But I got a lot of credit stuff that we're adding to it. We're doing a lot of motivation and credit stuff. So I want to show you guys this. If anybody wants to purchase anything, that's great. I'm just showing you guys this so you can start marketing yourselves. But check this out. So this is my favorite one right now. 850 isn't luck. Where's the back? Damn. Oh, Ray, you didn't. No, you had the one. Oh, no, this is not it. Damn. There's one that we made. Crap. Where is it? Oh, it's supposed to be this one. Credit is a game, and I know the rules. Is it 850 isn't luck? Credit isn't a game. I know the rules. That's what it's supposed to be. It's both front and back. Because that's the thing. You got to know the rules. If you know how the rules, you can play the game. You can beat them at their own game. Make sense, guys? This is one of our stores that we made that we're literally building off all the stuff. As you can see, the score machine right here. Link, Miss Allen, you get the link from Ray. You know the phone number to text. This is it's growing. We just made so much stuff today. It's not even funny. Ray, you didn't post this in the community? This Friday we're gonna launch this. I'm not doing Friday class. I gotta take the baby to the doctor. Then launch it on Friday. You and Ahmed launch it on Friday. Launch it on Friday, and that'd be great. Yeah. Anybody have any questions? This is amazing. Ms. Melody, I saw you come in a little later. Chantel, it's nice to see you. Miss Allen, I know you haven't been here. It got me worried a little bit. I saw that you. Now I know why you missed. No more no more Tuesday classes. They canceled Tuesday classes. Miss Brenda's always a pleasure. Mr. Farley, how's the baby? Mr. Brown, good to see you as well. There's a lot of people that I know that just keep coming. Yes. Ray, drop the link for the YouTube channel, please. I know you dropped it. I saw that you dropped it, but drop it again. Drop it again. There's the link for the YouTube channel. I'm going to have an M2 Trainers channel going. Whatchamacallit? I'm going to have an M2 Trainers channel going. I'm working on it with Ray. Maybe tonight, if not tomorrow. That will be running 24/7. So this class, as we keep going, it'll be running 24/7 as we go. And so you guys can get into the channel at any point in time, and it will be live running over and over and over and over again. So you guys will be able to catch it every single time. No other questions? No other comments? No other things? I feel very weird here. Guys, I'm not that good of a teacher. I'm really not. For you guys not to have any questions is really bad. I'm not that good of a teacher. Can't get my ego up over here. I have a quick question. Ms. Dawkins, we are at the end over here. So as soon as I finish the credit repair stuff that's on the screen, we're technically done. But I just stay around for you guys to be able to ask questions and go over anything. So technically we're done. So you're more than welcome to ask whatever you want. Mr. Brown. Yes, ma'am. Good question. Are you disputing Metro 2 on CDM or are you doing their F? Okay, so you're not doing it. So what I would do is stay where you're at, finish your rounds out, however you run your business. I used to run 6 rounds before I stopped. And I told my clients I'm going to move to a different method. So if you're at that sixth round, stop and then pick up with a new round, however you're going to structure your business. Pick over there. Definitely put your new clients in here. So if you have those clients that are 6 rounds that are ending, then what I would suggest is end with those clients, bring them over into here, re-up, let them know that they're going to go. Each attack is a different amount of rounds, just to give you an idea. And I want to let you know something. Ms. Dawkins, this software is more expensive than CDM, CRC, and all of them put together, girl. If done correctly, you will get good results, but they're clean results. Make sense? So if you see indemnity is eight rounds, right? While if you look at MPEC, this is MPEC, which is opulence, this is only 6 rounds. Okay. So depending on what you're picking, it's going to have a difference in rounds. Uh oh. Mm-hmm. So the reason that's verified because they never told her to remove the verification off of the letter. So you needed to pick up the. I'm not saying that you. Okay. The reason that I know that things come back verified is because once they do the initial investigation, they find out that something verified. They never picked up the phone to call them to say that they accepted the comments, to remove the comments because your mortgage company needs you to remove the comments and then go back and redispute. What happens is if there's a comment over there that says verified, guess what they do? They are lazy. They don't reinvestigate. Did you pick up the phone and call them and say that it wasn't verified? No, absolutely, absolutely. That's exactly why they came back and verified because they switched to you from another company, and those people never removed the verification process. Always when you're viewing a credit report, check for that piece over here. Let me see if I got logged out. So there's a piece over here. I'll show you when I'll show you over here. Hold on, give me a second. Ugh. So this piece over here under the, again, showing you under my own report. I'm not showing somebody else's report. I'm giving you for real. Okay. So under the credit report, there's a comment section. Comments. You see here comments? See how it says fixed rates under my mortgage? Technically over here, this is not this really this should be no comments in here. Doesn't matter if it's fixed rate. That's not for there. But what happens is they don't remove the comments. So what happens is I can call the bureau right now and say, hey, do me a favor, Equifax, remove this as fixed rate off of here because keep disputing aggressively. That too. Remove this off of here and then go back into the disputing. That's the key. Because once they see that it's verified, they're not gonna do anything. See, look, Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. And when you go in, like I would do, just to give you an idea, do because you're in credit repair, do not do default. Come into a class, come into another one of my Monday or Wednesday classes. I'll show you. Tell me, Ali, teach me advanced tactics. I'll do advanced tactics that night. Okay. I just don't want to confuse everybody. Okay. No problem. Who wants to add funding to their company? Ezra, do you need to go somewhere? Are you tired? Oh, keep your emotions to yourself, buddy. I got you. I do. Great. So when we do this, I'm technically okay. So I just want to do this because I don't like shitting where I eat. I don't like doing anything wrong for. Um, I don't like doing anything wrong. So does anybody have any credit repair questions before I show you this? I can show you guys some funding things. If not, I'll show you what I got. If not, it's okay. I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but I'm gonna show you my own personal software, which is actually technically this. So I just want to make sure everybody's done with the credit repair questions and has nothing. Okay, perfect. Yes, Miss Brenda, I know you want to see it. You want to keep taking things from me. You want to care what is that boy's brain got? Watch this. Let me show you guys something cool. The scoring machine. Let me log in. All right. Once I'm done logging in, that's taking forever. Show you guys something cool. I'm gonna be like, seriously? It's taking too long. Okay. So I'm going to switch it up on you guys. When I was talking before about funding and I was talking about how I manage my accounts and how I do things, here's the reason why. When I say I'm in funding, I own a funding software. I teach people how to start a funding company. I teach people how to go to that next level when they get their clients clean, to go to their next level and own a funding company by utilizing AI to actually fund their clients with all the institutions that are out there. Here's the difference: we take that client in, and we can't fund a client with a Vantage score. We can fund a client with a FICO score, but not a Vantage score. That's why I don't talk crap about anybody, because Vantage is good for credit repair, but it's not good for funding. Here's the reason why. And I'll show you again my own personal file. I don't steer away. So my own personal file over here, where does it say my free score now? My free score now. Here we go. So my free score now account is going to show me a credit score of 576, 756, 743, and 732, right? Everybody see that, right? Watch. You guys already know what my account is. But is that the same thing as what shows up over here? That's almost a 30 to 40 point difference across each bureau, and 50 on one bureau. There's a 50-point difference on each bureau, right? That is telling me that I'm unfundable on certain places. That's the difference between getting an SBA loan or getting a business funding and not getting business funding. That 30 points, because it's the difference between having a 700 score and a 730 score. Okay? Yes, that is a big drop. So that's why I use FICO. That's why I explained to you guys to use what the bank is using. Utilize what they're actually using. Nothing against anything that anybody else is using. That's why I said I don't disagree with them. But when somebody's talking to you and they say, go to My Free Score now, ladies and gentlemen, they're talking to you on a credit repair basis. I don't talk to you on a credit repair basis. I'll talk to you on a funding basis. And on a funding basis, you need to know what the FICO score is, how the bank is going to look at it, and then you need to know this piece over here. This is called the underwriting section. So here's the difference. When I pull up a client that's in here, I'm going to pull up a bad client so everybody can see it. When I pull up a client over here, I make your life easy. Everybody who knows how to drive a car, put a me in the chat. Ready? Red light means stop. Green light means go. Yellow means proceed with caution. Every time you see anything red, put stop. Anytime you see green, put go. Anytime you see, put yellow, just put yellow. Okay? Ready? This client, stop, go, or proceed with caution. Stop. This one right here, stop, go, or proceed with caution. There we go. Good job, Stephen. I see you getting into it. This one right here, anytime you see red, stop. It's always stop. Now these two right here, primary credit cards at least 2 years of age. Go. There you go. This one, no more than 4 unsecured accounts open in the past 12 months. What are we going or are we stopping? Give me a second, guys. Stop. Go. Okay. Under 4 inquiries. Perfect. Collections. Okay. Charge off late payments. No, technically it's red. Anytime you see red. That's why I said if you see red, just stop. 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 Okay. The only other one that we have that's green is bankruptcy. Right? Guys, do me a favor. Would you, as a person right now that is working this system, that is doing this, argue with the person that they need credit repair? When you tell them that they need credit repair, would you argue with them and say, no, I don't need credit repair? No. Miss Mitchell, I saw your head shaking. You're like, no, I'm not going to argue with them because you can visually see it. That's what the bank, when you apply for the bank and they say, we're going to send your thing in the mail, we're telling you why we didn't approve you. That's that. It's right there, right in front of your face, ladies and gentlemen. That's it, right there. That's what you're going to wait 7 to 10 days for. I'll tell you before you even walk to the bank. So now when we sit down with our clients, all our clients, I'm having a different conversation with them. It's not about credit repair. Now it's about funding. So now when I talk to them and I say, okay, you under 30% utilization, I'm gonna come down, go over here, go down the pay down section. And now I'm gonna scroll down. I'm gonna say, look, your Credit One bank is at 109% utilization. We need to pay that down. I need you to pay that down to 15%. You're gonna need to pay $41.75 a week for that. Please, can you do that for 52 weeks? Ms. Mitchell, if that was you right now and I was able to give that to you, would you start paying your bill down to $41? Right? I could do that for every single loan that they have, every single thing. So now I'm going to them and I'm telling them to start paying their bills down. So what happens? I'm dropping their utilization. What happens when I drop their utilization? The credit score goes up. Because credit repair is not your score going up. Credit repair is the removal of negative items, ladies and gentlemen. Credit restoration is actually fixing the credit score. How many people told you that? Put a me in the chat if somebody actually told you what I just said. Credit repair is the removal of negative items. No, they just think credit repair, I'm going to remove a couple of things and my score is going to shoot through the freaking roof. Put a me in the chat if that's what you thought it was. New to me because that's the truth. Nobody teaches you that. Nobody's been teaching you that. That's why I said I don't got time for BS. I know what you guys are being taught. That's why I come and teach you the truth. So now, who? They are in the right room. They with me. How long you been with me, Kev? I mean, it is what it is. But how long? 6 months? I think 6 months. I know. I know. I leave the stuff out that the other people leave out because I don't leave the stuff out that the other people leave out purposefully. You can see down, you can see your accounts, you can see everything that's going on. You can talk to the client based upon strategy, actual strategy. And then when you're done, you create a warm map. Okay, well, this is what I got to remove. So guess what? I'm talking to my client and I'm going to my client. Well, this is all the stuff that needs to go bye-bye. This is all the stuff that needs to go removed. This is all the late payments, all the negative items that need to get removed. Guess what? My version of the M2 software is here. Okay. Then this is all the stuff that we need to pay down. Here's our pay down section. So guess what I do? I take this, I go to my client, I click, oh, really, Ray? They took this out. Damn it. Okay. Watch. I'm gonna click print. I hand this to the client as a print to screen. I'll get them to make the PDF tomorrow. And I literally give them this as a screen for them to go down and start actually going through the accounts. And that's the thing. We start going through the accounts and we start explaining everything to them so they have everything ready. And now they don't argue with you. But now, that's not why you guys want to start a funding company. Because we talk about credit repair. Ready? Ms. Mitchell, I'm going to make your life really easy now. Ready? When a client looks like this, because you're going to learn how to get them to here, you see this button says go to funding? Don't blink, girl. Ready? Software is reading the reports, getting everything, and telling you, okay, now I need you to go to this bank, this bank, this bank, and go apply now. Now, I want everybody to understand, I've applied on this client before, which is me, and I'm just showing you guys what has been approved. I can't erase it, so you guys are just seeing what I've done when I showed it. But all I got to do is if I click apply now, it's going to take me right to the website. Now I just look for that card. Make sense? If I go over here, like I love Bank of America, it's going to go right to the Atmos card if they haven't removed it. See, there's the Atmos card. Now I just click apply now. And guess what? See, look at that. It says business card. Now, what is this one? This is Chase Bank, Aer Lingus. Boom. Done. Anybody make the game easier? Put me in the chat if you've seen the game easier. Hey, Miss Dawkins, you ever see that easy in the credit repair and funding game? You ever see anything that easy? Heck no. No. I live my rule. I live my life with one rule. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. If I can't explain it to you easily, there's no worth it. It's not worth it for me to do it. That's what I love about things. That's what I love about things. I promise you guys, it's not as hard as it looks. If anybody wants the software and they want to get involved with the software, we offer an entry-level package. If you just want to check yourself out, it's $28. It's not expensive. Just text Ray. Ray will give you the link. You get in. You can get in. If you guys want the whatchamacallit, if you want the version for like businesses that I want to start a business, because it's the business version is a little different than the individual version. Let me get it for you. There you go. Here's the pricing. I'll show it to you guys. 2888, 14888, 12888, and then 29788. And this is unlimited clients. This is the one I'm showing you right now. So Momentum Accelerator and Unlimited use this version of the software. So you're seeing that one. And then the basic one you're going to see is Foundation, which you can play with yourself. Text Ray link. He gave you the information. He'll shoot you a link over. You guys can get started whenever you like. And that's the key. We get you guys rocking and rolling. I'm so happy. And it's going to help you guys, because here's the key. With the ones that are starting credit repair, even for themselves. Every single month, I use this for myself. See this piece over here, the progress report? I actually check my progress every single month. Actually, you know what? Shit. I'll talk too much shit. Let's actually pull my credit report in. Let me go over here. Let me refresh my score. I'm 30 days in, right? Yep, I'm 30 days. I can refresh my score. Refresh the report. All right. So, 800 in the building. Let's fucking go. Back in the eights. Hold on. Let me refresh that. Let's fucking go. Ready? Let's refresh the report. Watch out. I pull a new report, guys. Boom. Just hit that button. I gotta tell you something. I've been working really hard to get back in the 800s. You know how hard it is to get back in the damn 800s? Holy shit, man. It's a pain in the ass. I was 825 and then I dropped down to 775. Man, that hurt my soul. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's sexy. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Up 100 points. Now watch what I can do is come in over here to progress report. I can see realistically, I went down 1 point. I'm up 5 over here and I'm down 11. And then, so Ray, we got to fix this. I need him to fix this. This is, I guess they're not understanding this. Take this. This does not get put to the previous report. It gets put to the first report. Okay. And now look, you can see as the scores go up where they're going from. So how we can see them go up and down as we go through. And then this is the FICO breakdown that I was explaining to you guys. You see the breakdown on how the payment history works. This is FICO. Let me show you Vantage. I'm going to open up another one just so you guys can see it. So you see it side by side. Work area. My free score now. And then I'm going to show you guys it side by side. So you guys can see exactly what I was talking about. All right. So put this up here. And then this. So now when I go to progress report, right? I go to progress report over here. So when we look at it, you see the Vantage breakdown? You see how it has all these little bunch of things inside? And then you go to the FICO one and look how it's 10, 10, 15, 30, and 35. Look how many different breakdowns it has over here. Okay. You came back like swimwear. Heck yeah, man. I came down. You just got to keep trying. Just got to keep pushing. Huh? Pay. What do you mean? I have both reports pulled in. I have my free score now and my score IQ. Yeah, I have both reports. Look, I just want you guys to see. Look, the average score is 732. The average score is 780. See the difference? That's 50 points. That's 48 points, but there you go. Do you want me to do a comparison? Do you want me to build that out, Miss Allen? Do you want me to build out the difference between Vantage and FICO? I'm gonna have to have. I got you. I got you. And then this is what it is. So I have nothing removed because I haven't been actively doing credit repair. So nothing's there, but you can see that. That's the key. That's it. That's it, guys. That's it. That's why I love showing you guys what I have. I love really going through everything in depth. My favorite part is that pay down section because it took me a long time to build that in that pay down section. Because I realized how many people don't actually know how to pay their bills. When I turn around and tell you, hey, look, it's $41 a week versus it's $200 at the end of the month, it hits differently when I can mentally visually see how much it's going to cost me by a week versus how much it's going to cost me at the end of the month. Because what happens is, for you to get down, for you to start your bills realistically, what I teach everybody is put everything on a minimum payment, right? 35, whatever it is. Work on one card. Get that one card down as quickly as possible. Get it to zero. Take that card. Do not say you lost it. Cut that motherfucker up. Cut it up. Okay? Cut it up. No. We don't do it. That's not financial freedom. I'll teach you financial freedom. That's not financial freedom. Financial freedom is being able, ready? Financial freedom is being able to leverage the credit to buy a business that is cash flowing to then be able to pay the credit. That's financial freedom. Don't get it twisted. Financial freedom is not being in debt. That's not financial freedom. Because every major millionaire and billionaire is in a fuck ton of debt, but they don't care. Because the cash flow pays the debt. Credit is not king. It is the queen. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes, Ms. Brown, raise it up again. Credit is not king. It is the queen. The king is always cash. You need cash flow. If you don't have cash flow, you cannot pay your bills. I'm not in debt, but when your credit is hot, not in debt, but when your credit is in the high number. Yo, look. It's not financial freedom. I want to tell you something right now for me. When your credit's in high numbers, that ain't free either. Because I can teach you how to build it tomorrow. Here's the thing. If you had no credit tomorrow, right? Ready for this? I can teach everybody to get an 850 score right now. If you had no credit tomorrow, it takes 5 accounts at 30 years old with a perfect payment history. You can go buy 5 authorized users 30 years old and you'll have an 850 credit score. Mark my words. I already did it. I tested this theory out and it works perfectly. You'll have an 850 credit score. It's not going to be a fundable credit score, but it'll work. It won't be fundable, but it'll work. So now the key is to what I'm telling you is let's not forget that with credit and cash and all the stuff that we're using, the financial freedom comes when the cash flow is able to pay the accounts off. When it's able to pay the mortgage, it's able to pay all this stuff, then it changes the game. That's real financial freedom. Financial freedom is being in the black. That's true financial freedom. Because realistically, you know what happens? People never go into the green because they start overspending who they truly are. So they never go into the green. So staying in the black is the key. I realized something when I started, I'll be straight with you guys. Once I started having issues financially, you know what I did? I stopped spending money. When I started stopped spending money, guess what I did? I got back into the black real quick. Because I realized that I was spending outside of my means. The minute I stopped spending like a jackass, guess what? The minute I stopped spending $600 on dinners for people that don't even like me, at the end of the day, yeah, I'm making you guys laugh, but it's the truth. When you do that, when you spend $600 to $1,000 on dinners that people that don't even like you, they want something out of you. Oh, guess what? When everybody's got to pay their own way, it all changes. The game changes. The game changes. Now I'm not putting up. So that's true financial freedom, is understanding how we can leverage what we have and go buy something else. For example, give everybody an example right now. I'm trying to get an Amex graphite card Get like try to get like 2 or 3 cards. And what I'm gonna do with those 2 or 3 cards is I'm gonna liquidate those cards. I'm gonna try to put a down payment on an owner finance laundromat. Why? Why? Cash flow. Cash flow. That's old fashioned cash flow. I can go in and grab all the quarters and the nickels and shit. That's cash. Regardless if we want to be, it's metal, it's real, right? It's real. So when I talk to people like that, that's cash flow. Now I have a cash flowing business. If the cash flowing business nets me $6,000 a month, I'm positive $6,000 now. This is the goal, guys. I'm starting another funding company, right? I'm going back into Ms. Brenda. I'm going back into funding, right? I'm gonna bust a lot of people's butts now when I go back into funding. Guess what happens when I go back into funding? Every time I hire a person, I do something. When I open up the office and I have the office inside, and I got each one of my employees has to pay for their desk. What the hell? What do you mean pay for your desk? If I'm giving you the lead, you have to pay to sit at the damn desk. You don't come here to show up every day and get my leads for free and don't get to do nothing. You don't pay electricity, you don't pay for anything. You watch how fast you find people who actually want to work. My desk cost me $1,000 at the end of the day. My desk cost me $1,000 at the end of the day. Every $1,000 that comes off of that desk, how many people do you think are going to want to run their business and do funding? You're going to find the real killers and the real sharks in the water when you start to make it that they have to go out and eat. When they go out and eat, the game changes. What was I telling Mr. Kevin before? Don't go buy a storefront. Go get a storefront, right? Put a mailbox in front of the storefront for all the credit repair consultant people that want to become credit repair agencies. Go put a mailbox in front of them. Your client doesn't live in Michigan anymore. They live at your storefront. They live at your storefront. They got their passport, right? We don't need them to get an ID because they got a passport, right? We got the bank statement because we're going to teach them how to open up a bank account with Soulfire Chime, right? We just did 2 things. Now they got their Social Security. Now we can start getting rid of all that stuff real quickly because now you're in 2 separate states. Game is real, guys. You just got to know what room to be in. I think I'm tapped out for the night because everybody's just quiet. I know people's taking notes now. Oh, I'm way past strategic. You got to know how to play the game. You got to know how to play the game. That's why I dropped the shirt before that said it. Like, yeah, you know the credit bureaus, but I know the game. I know the game. I've been in this industry for 15 years. Dion put me up on stage on his credit class. I think, what was it, 3-4 weeks ago? He called me. He texted me after. He goes, "Bro, you done killed that shit." Because I came in on everything that I tell you guys. The same thing that I tell you guys. Don't do the FTC. Don't do the CFPB. Don't do any of that stuff. Why? It's the same thing I said in the middle of his class with 500 people on the phone call. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You know why I don't care? Because I know there's people in the room that are teaching it. And they're teaching you guys the wrong thing without no consequence. Guess what? I'm teaching you the right thing so that you never get hurt. Anybody have any questions for me? CFPB is only allowed, Ms. Dawkins, after 45 days. After you received, after you received a letter that they did not push through with anything. What is it called? Willful negligence. That's when you do CFPB. Not CFPB in the first freaking week that you just started credit repair. After 45 days, follow the law as the law is written. Because if they want to fine you, Ms. Dawkins, every single account starts at $56,000. And that's what my attorney for the score machine told me. He's an FTC attorney he works with the FTC and the CFPB. Hold on. What's the name of the law firm? I'll give you guys the name of the law firm. Give me a second. Let me get the name of the law firm. Ian Barlow. Oh, that's the payment. No, give me a second. Wiley Rain LLP in Washington, D.C. Wiley Rain LLP, Washington, D.C. Ladies and gentlemen, when you know somebody's for real, when they got an attorney on staff, well, not on staff, on retainer, ready to go. Because when they come for you, they come for you. And they come in for everything you got because it's considered false advertisement when they don't say things correctly. He cost me freaking $15,000 to view my website to make sure we did everything correctly. It was 6 hours worth of work, 15 grand. Do you know how much everything inside of me was like, boy, go your ass back to law school? All right. No, the gentleman with the law firm kind of shit the bed. They wanted me to do too much on software, and I was not really happy. But I am gonna get in touch with them again, see what else we can do, how we can submit back to them because they want to pull annual credit reports. But I really don't want to press it. So let's see. I've been letting the software ride a little bit. I want to see how many real users we have. So with the Score Machine getting the $28 package, it actually helped a lot of people that weren't able to afford the full packages get inside, which really helped a lot. So we want to see how many people are actually going to sign up and then go from there. Cool. Anybody have any questions? I think I found a new group of people who's going to stay locked in every Wednesday. Who's coming next Wednesday? Who's coming next Monday? I teach Monday and Wednesday. You guys work for me. You can't raise your hands. You work for me. Literally, they both did it at the same time. They're like, Monday and Wednesdays, guys. If you guys can sit in any class, be my guest. I love it when we guys have it over here. Yes, Miss Al. 8 o'clock, same time, same link. Yes, Miss Allen. Where'd you go? Yes, Ray. What are you asking? And that's my lovely Ray. Say hi. Everybody wave hi to Ray. Ray, you want to wave back at the nice people? Everybody over here, if you guys want any class, anything in, we're here to help. That's the key. I give it to you real every time. And if I don't know it, I'm gonna tell you guys straight from the beginning. I don't freaking know it. There's sometimes I don't know. There's things that I don't know. So I'll be honest with you. There's something I didn't know today. I'll give you exactly what I didn't know. I was having a conversation with Ray and my business partner, and we were talking about date of birth. Did you know that on the credit report, the full date of birth does not need to be shown? Does anybody know that? Yeah, I didn't know that either. I learned that today. But guess what? It's also inaccurate if you don't show the full date of birth on the credit report, because how can you prove that that's the actual client that's there? So it's a catch-22. So in that case, we don't use Metro 2 to dispute that. We would use FCRA, because the FCRA says that that's inaccurate and unverifiable. Because you were not born in 1987, because there's 344 days in 364 days that in 1985 that you were not born in, and one you were born in. Does that make sense? Oh yeah, I'm on some other shit. When I read things, like my brain goes to how do we unverify that shit? No, what do you mean no? Like, did you not get that? Like, no, or you don't get like leap year? Yeah, technically, it's 364 and a quarter. Yes, yeah, I didn't know that either. You didn't get that. Okay, so let me break it down to you. If you're born in 1990, right? You're born in 1990, and in 1990 there's 363 days that you can potentially not be born in. You can only be born on one day. That's your birth date. That's your DOB, the day you're born in. So they can't put that you're born in 1990 and not put the date because that's unverifiable. That's not true. You're born in that year, but that's not your birth date. Your date of birth is your full date. Make sense? Yes, princess. Daddy's coming. Daddy's almost done. There you go. You're about to see my pride and joy and my love. I was supposed to finish 30 minutes ago, but yes, I'm coming. I'm coming. Hi. Hi, princess. Come. You look so big.
I know she does, right?
You look so big. Hi. She's blue, honey. No. What are you doing, you little monster? Yo, she's getting taller and taller. I got to get a higher desk. Kaboom.
Her lips are moving.
Yes. Just cold.
She's just drinking some milk. She's not eating. Where's her daddy?
Come here. Let me see. Come over here. Show daddy. Come show daddy. Come show daddy. Come show daddy. Ah, this is my pride and joy. Here's my pride and joy. Say hi to everybody. Wave. 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 Do your wave. There you go. Look at all the people waving at you. Say hi, everybody. Say you stole my daddy for long enough. You're a good girl. You want to go play? Can I get a kiss? Your feet are freezing. Okay, mommy, can we put socks on?
Get the thing.
Yes, I give you that.
You
Absolutely.
didn't hear her banging on the door?
I heard her banging on the door. I was trying to finish up.
I didn't have a chance to dress her.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. She is.
Peekaboo.
She is. It's my pride and joy.
See, I was wrapped in a blanket for 2 hours.
That's my pride and joy. That's why I do that. That's why I work 12 hours a day. Yes, Monday night I will be back at 8:00. I usually try to get started early. I'm gonna tell you guys, we got big news coming in Metro 2. I want to say in the next. Well, Ray, we want to say next 2 weeks.
Sorry, honey. Ooh, let's see. There's a bear outside.
Yeah. Yeah, next week. My twin. Thank you, Miss Dawkins. My wife agrees with you. That is my twin.
Oh, hell yeah.
Um,
See a bear?
and her attitude is mine too, man. She would give me a run for my money at a year and a half. We got some big news coming in Metro 2 in the next 2 weeks, so it's gonna be crazy. I'm hoping that we can be done by Monday. No hints. No hints. Just let's just say I got creative direction on it, so
Maybe
it's
the
been
bear's
freaking great. It's been
sleeping.
freaking great.
Maybe the bear went night-night with his mom.
No hints. Cool. Anybody need anything from me? Let me close it out. I'm hungry. I'm hungry again, honey. I realize why I'm fat, guys. I need Ozempic or some of that shit, man. I eat. I like eating. I'm hungry. I want food.
Baby shark.
Does anybody need anything from me? We're good.
Hello.
Yes,
Are you being daddy's secretary?
I got you.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So the $28 is you watch your software, you watch everything on our software, you use M2 to do your credit repair. Yes, because that's why we built it, because the other one is a funding platform, it's not a credit repair platform. Okay? No problem.
You taking notes,
You
Mr.
too.
Daddy?
Look at you guys. Steven, yeah, I know. Steven looks like a freaking statue. Ezra, when I turned around, I said I was going to go over the score machine. Ezra was like, oh my God, can you shut the fuck up?
Oh my God, no, Carmela,
Good night, everybody.
Just said,
I heard her. Keep joining every week, guys.
hi, everybody.
Say good night, everybody.
Good night, night. They're going home to their family.
Yeah, we're gonna. No, not you. You stay. You, Ezra, and Ray stay until everybody goes night. Until everybody leaves.
Everybody goes night night.
Yeah, I was gonna say everybody goes night night. It's like I'm talking to my daughter. Everybody go night night. I see you guys on Monday.
Look, Ray.
Bro, Steven, you look so miserable.
He looked miserable. He looked sad. He looked scared.
Hold on. Ray, did you shut the